Go, let's go. I see you, Danita, with your tropical punch. I see you, Isis, with your NutriBurst. I see you. I see you. I see you, Jessica. So let's go, y'all. Look, I'm so fired up. I didn't even drink no Blue Magic yet. So you already know it's going down. Let's take our products. Antonique, I'm assuming that's Delgada. She got the mug with the A. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Listen, I'm so fired up. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to hesitate. I know that the people that are here, the people that get this message. All right. And so, just to give you a little background before I get into the conversation that I want to have with you guys today, my name is LaQuail. I've been a part of Total Life Changes for 9 years. 2015 is when I got started. And I love to say that because anything that you've ever experienced or can experience in your business, I've experienced it. I want you to really think about that. Anything that you can ever experience in your business, I've experienced it. I've experienced not making any money. I've experienced making seven figures. I've experienced having a big team. I've experienced having my team leave. I've experienced having to rebuild. I've experienced not, being consistent. I've experienced losing weight and gaining weight. I've experienced all of the things that anybody can endure in this business. And 9 years later, I'm still here. 9 years later, I'm still here. After 4 years of not having any success. And I'm so fired up. Let me see here it is. I got this award. Sorry, y'all, I got a little glare. Is that better? Okay. I got this in 2019 in Dallas, Texas, at a You Feel It Tour event. This is for $10,000 in earnings. So for 4 years, I only earned $10,000. Now I'm grateful for that. That was extra income. 4 years, not 6 months, not a year, 4 years. And I still stayed. I still kept going. And I'm going to tell you why. One of the biggest secrets to why I've been able to be in this business, experiencing all of the different things, the highest highs and the lowest lows, is because of my belief. And so the training that I'm going to do for you today is called The Power of Belief. So I want you to write on your paper BELIEF, the word belief. It's an acronym. We're going to break it down. I was just sharing with Antonique, y'all, I literally listened to a training. I did this training for someone's team, and I was listening to it this morning. I was thinking about. I said, okay, God, I really want to bring something to the people today, because we're in the last stretch of 2024. This is a real pivotal moment in our life journey. We're about to embark on a brand new year. And I said, God, I really want to bring it. I really want to bring it today. And he brought to my remembrance, remember that training you did, The Power of Belief? And it's been over a year since I did the training. And so I listened to it, and it fired me up. When I listening to my own training got me so fired up, y'all. I stood up the whole time I listened to the training. It was like a sermon to myself. And so we're going to get right into it, because in order for you to really have everything that you want, you have to believe. So I'm going to talk to you about what that looks like. And so the B in belief is brave. When you embark on a journey of something new, something you've never done before, or maybe something you've done in the past, and it may not have worked out the way that you wanted to, and you're deciding to put your hat back in the ring, you got to be brave. Embarking on a new journey takes courage. If everyone was meant to be an entrepreneur, they would be. And so I want to commend every single person on here, because you made a decision for your life and future, and you've been brave. So I want you to drop some fire in the chat for yourself for being brave. As you drop that fire in the chat, I want you to think about, because all of us on here are adults. So I want you to think about, you know what, I forgot. I got to make sure this need to go. This need to go somewhere. Hold on. I want you to think about one time in your life, and it doesn't have to be during TLC. This is life. I want you to think about one time in your life that you had to be brave. It could be something that some people know about. It could be something people don't know about. I want you to think about it. You don't have to put it in the chat or anything like that, but I want you to really think about a time in your life that you had to be brave. You had to overcome something. You had to get through something. You had to put on your big girl panties. If any fellas on here, you had to put on your big boy drawers, and you had to be brave. That same person that experienced whatever you experienced that you overcame is the same person that's in this business. You're still that brave person. And I'm saying that to you because I remember times that I had to pull from the strength of my past overcome. I had to pull from the strength of when I overcame the last time, when I had to overcome the situation nobody knew about. Green said divorce with 2 small children and move into a new state alone. See, that took bravery. You know, Green's children are grown now, but I know when she goes back to that place, she remembers the bravery, the courage that it took to do the unknown. That's where you are right now. So you have to be brave. And sometimes again, you have to pull from that old victory, that old thing that you overcame that you thought was going to take you out the game. And you had to be brave. And so when you're embarking on an entrepreneurial journey, you got to be brave. It takes courage. And I'm proud of every single person that made a decision to not only show up on this masterclass, but to show up every day for their business, because that takes bravery. The E is evaluate. Now that you know that you're brave, now that you know that you can do hard things, you have to evaluate yourself. Now, see, this is one of the hardest things to do. It's a lot easier to point the finger at other things than it is to look in the mirror. You have to evaluate, where are you right now? Where's your mindset at? Where's your current belief system? What are your belief blockers? What are the things that you are telling yourself that may be preventing you from getting to your next level? What are the things that you're saying about you that's keeping you from where you want to go? One thing that I've always been able to do is course correct myself. And it's not easy and it doesn't always feel good, but it's so beneficial. Now I'm able to catch myself when I'm going into the wrong direction in my mindset, in my actions, in my attitude. You have to evaluate. I see you shaking your head, CEO Lux. You got to evaluate where you are. You have to be self-aware, because change starts from within. If you want to have success in your life and business, it starts with you. It's not once I get a big team, I'm going to get successful. Once I lose 45, 50, 100 pounds, I'm going to be successful. Once I do this, I'll be successful. No, it starts with you. You may not be where you want to be right now, but you have the power to change it. So I want you to take some time, because listen, y'all, we're less than 75 days before the brand new year. And so it's time for us to really move a lot faster in our mindset, in our belief system, and everything. And so this is the perfect time to do that self-evaluation, to identify those belief blockers. I remember when I was working at Macy's, I used to tell myself, how is somebody going to want to be in a business with me? And I'm telling them about this big business and how amazing it is. And I work in a department store. I'm already being treated less than because I'm the worker while people are there spending their money. Who's going to want to join my team and I work at a department store? Who's going to want to buy products from me because I haven't lost enough weight yet? See, these are the belief blockers I told myself. I don't have a big story. Like I wasn't homeless, or I wasn't destitute, or I wasn't broke, or I didn't come from a abusive home. Like I don't have a story. Who wants to hear about me? Who thinks I'm a big deal? I don't have a real story to share. These were my belief blockers. Those were the things that I told myself. And you wonder, and I would wonder why in 4 years I only made $10,000. I was blocking myself from my next level by the things I was telling myself. And so once I evaluated what I was saying to me, how I was thinking about myself, it helped me understand, okay, LaQuail, You're the reason you're not where you want to be. Natalie believes in you, but she can't succeed for you. Your mom believes in you, but she can't succeed for you. Jack Fallon, John LaCari, they believe in you, but they can't succeed for you. You have to do it. And in order for me to really tap into that, I had to look within. And so I want you to identify the things that you may be telling yourself, the mindset that you may have that could be keeping you from where you want to get to, whatever that is, in life, in TLC, overall. So you're being brave. You're on this journey. You're really looking within and you're evaluating just where you are, how you're thinking, what you're telling yourself, how you're presenting yourself. The L is love, because it's time you have to love you. I had to love me in a different way. I had to learn that the things that I desired from other people, I had to give to myself. I can't want someone to respect me if I didn't respect myself. I can't want someone to love me if I don't love myself. I can't want someone to believe me if I don't believe in myself. And so I had to love me in a different way. And the way that I love myself, self-care is amazing. Of course, we know, you get your hair done, you get your nails done, you get your lashes done. Okay. But we have to work on loving the things on the inside. We have to work on the love for the things that people can't see. That's the true love. Do you know every day when I take my products, every month when my smart ship runs, that's me practicing self-love, because I want to make sure that I'm fueling my body with the things that it needs for me to be proactive, for me to be productive. I've been in this business 9 years. I'm not 35, 36 anymore. I'm 45 years old. These products are now even more necessary as I grow, because guess what? Every day we're not getting younger, we're getting older. We may be looking younger because we take amazing products, but physically we're getting older every day, and our health is our wealth. So that's a part of my self-care. Personal development is a part of my self-care. What are you listening to every day? When you were the most successful in your life in whatever arena that was in, what were you doing? What was your success routine? What was your morning regimen? Those are ways that you love on you in a different way. Because when you love you truly, you won't care about what other people think. Because the most important thoughts are the ones that you think about yourself. When you love you, you're not going to worry about, if I post this picture, is someone going to say something negative? You're not going to worry about, if I give this sample, is this person going to look at me crazy? Or I'm not good enough to talk to this person because they make more money than me. You're not going to think like that, because your love for yourself is going to be so strong that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Because a lot of the times the story that we tell ourselves of what people will say to us, how they're going to judge us, how they're going to view us, is the way that we view and judge ourselves. All those things that I told myself when I was working at Macy's about this business and about the possibilities, about where I could really go, no one told me those things. I told myself that. Nobody told me nobody was going to buy products from me because I didn't lose enough weight. I told myself that. Nobody told me that people wouldn't join my team because I worked at a department store and I didn't have any success. I told myself that. And so me changing the conversation that I was having with myself was the highest form of love. Loving God, allowing God to love on me. So the L is, you have to love you. You have to give you everything that you're looking for. If you're desiring leadership, you got to lead yourself. You desire a big team, you're the team leader of you right now. You're your first customer and you're your first business partner. Show yourself the love that you want to show your customers, the love that you would show your team. Because that's when God will know that you're ready to receive the things that he has for you. The I is intentional. Again, we're less than 75 days away from 2025. There's no playtime is over. The time is now to be intentional. This is no longer the era of life where you throw something against the wall and see what sticks. This isn't that. You have to be very intentional. Those of you that made a decision to get on this training this morning was intentional. Congratulations, because you could be doing anything. You could be anywhere. but you're here today. And so when you're intentional, you have to understand you are the CEO of your life, just like you're the CEO of your business. So when you're intentional, you know what your goals are. Shout out to Valerie, shout out to Christina, sending me their goals. You have to know what your goals are. You have to be specific. You can't just say, okay, I want to make some money before Christmas. How much money do you want to make? What does that look like? What's the breakdown? Okay, I want to make an extra $100 a day. We know that our website through our comp plan pays us $20 retail commission for month supply products. So if I want to make $100 a day and I make $20 each time I sell a product, how many products do I need to sell? Let me see who's paying attention. Drop it in the chat. How many products do I need to sell if I want to make $100 a day? 5, exactly. So now I have a specific goal that I'm going after because I'm being intentional. So once you identify your goals and be specific, and if you're really about it, share it with somebody that you want to hold you accountable. After you do that, the next step is, what is your non-negotiable schedule that you're going to stick to, rain, snow, or shine? See, it's not a coincidence that in the Purple Book, one of the first questions it asks you is, how many hours each week are you going to dedicate to your business? And see, it changed for me. When I first got started in 2015, I couldn't dedicate the time that I can dedicate now. So that changed. But I had to make a decision of how much time I was going to invest in my goals and dreams. And so you have to make that schedule that you're going to hold yourself accountable to. Even if it's an hour, if it's 2 hours, what does that look like? Because when I say that you're the CEO of your life, the same way that you have your schedule when you go to work, you need to have your schedule for your business. Because you decided to do this so that you can fuel your dreams, so you can have the life, the body, the community that you desire. And in order for you to get there, you have to have a routine, you have to have a schedule, you have to be consistent. You have to be intentional in every way. When I leave this training, I'm going to work out. That's why I'm not drinking all my Blue Magic, because I need some of this at the end when I'm about to get started, okay? But I'm intentional. I hurt my rotator cuff when I worked out last week. It has been a very painful week for me in my arm, but you wouldn't know that because I showed up, because I'm intentional, because I know what my goals are. And there's always going to be things that come that we expect and that we don't expect, that could attempt to throw a wrench in our plans. But guess what? We have the choice in those moments. Are we going to let those circumstances control us? Or are we in control because we're the CEO of our life and we're going to be intentional, regardless of what's happening around us? So make that non-negotiable schedule that you're going to hold yourself accountable to. The last thing I'm going to say before I leave intentional is this. I've said this before. You have to do your business with the same energy that you would do your job. What does that mean? I know some of you work 40 hours a week, and I'm not saying for you to quit your job by any means. But when you work those 40 hours a week, you go to work whether you want to or not, whether you feel like it, whether you like the coworkers, whether you like your boss. You might feel like you're overworked and underpaid. You may not believe in what the company is doing or anything like that, but you show up every single time without fail. If you give your business that same energy, you'll be amazed at what you can do. When you really show up for your dreams and goals that you made, because remember, when you started your business, this was you volunteered to do this. This was not something someone forced you to do. No one made you do it. There was something in this company, in these products, in this community that you really liked and you really wanted for yourself. And so you have to give it that energy that you really wanted. The E is for execute. You have to take action. One of the things that I know when I first started, and listen, y'all, this is, when we first started our journey back in 2015, baby, there was no Zooms. There were call-in phone numbers. We was calling the chat line basically to get our trainings. And I would get on every training. I would get on every opportunity call. I would listen to the stories. I would hear the testimonies. I would get excited. I would say, I'm going to be the next this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But I didn't take a lot of that excitement and put it into action. I'm wearing a shirt that says extreme execution because we're not playing any games. This is our time to execute. Don't have a journal full of notes and never take action. One thing that I wish I would have done a long time ago was start to apply the things that I learned. But can I tell you a secret? Now, I'm not saying this is y'all. I'm just saying this was me. I only would apply the things that I felt confident in. I would only do the things that I thought I could do. So it wasn't that I didn't believe the leaders. It's not that I didn't believe the coaching. But guess what? My belief wasn't where it should be. And so I only did the things that I felt comfortable with, that I felt confident in, which created a box of limitations that I put myself in. So now I'm limited because I told myself I'm not a social media person. See, y'all may not know that part of my story because you see me go live, you see me post, you see me do reels, you see me in my stories, you see me working out. I didn't used to show all that. I was afraid. I'm new to this social media thing. I was like a lot of people. When you're not making money online, you do more looking than you do posting and promoting and engaging. I see you, Miranda. That's how I was. I didn't want to show myself. So I would hear all of the things that people would say we should do, but I only did what I felt comfortable with. I wasn't executing. I understood, but I didn't execute. I didn't do the work initially to believe in myself enough to take the action. But y'all, we don't have no more time to waste. How many of y'all know this year has gone by like this? Like if you feel, don't you feel like time, exactly, Isis, Miranda, y'all, Anthony, the time is flying. We don't have any time to play. We have to make every day count. And can I tell you something? When you execute, when you do the thing that you're afraid to do, when you do the thing that's hard for you, when you do the thing consistently and you start seeing some type of result, you feel so proud. It increases your belief. My motto since 2023 has been do something every day to make yourself proud so you can rebuild the trust in you that you can do hard things. See, when we start things and we stop things and we're not consistent, we start losing trust in ourselves. We stop believing it's really possible for us. But when you do something every day that makes you proud, you start to rebuild that trust. Like, I can do this. This wasn't as hard as I thought it was. So it's time for us to execute and take action. Today is Saturday. Today's the perfect day to take action. I like to call it Sample Saturday. Most people are out and about. You know, it's that fine time in the weather where it's getting cool, but it's not like super cold yet. So if you're out and about today, how many people are you going to sample? How many people are you going to share your products, your transformation, your experience with the community? Make a goal of how many people you're going to sample today. You can take action right now. People got paid yesterday. So that person that told you a week ago that they were thinking about or they might buy, hit them up today. Hey, Queen, just checking on you. I know we had talked about, you wanted to lose 15, 20 pounds, and I wanted to just, follow up with you. We have a new challenge that starts on the 21st, a 15-day challenge. Let me show you the pictures of the last winners. And then you send them the pictures of Chabella and DeQuandra and the other young lady that won the last challenge, because now you're leveraging the results to acquire new customers and potential business partners. It's time to execute. And the F is for focus. In this season, when you want something bad, you got to focus. Follow one course until successful. This is the time to lock in, to have laser focus. So I'm originally, y'all, from Louisville, Kentucky. It's where I was born, moved to Georgia when I was 9. A lot of people don't know that. I'm from Kentucky. So in Kentucky, we have Churchill Downs, the Kentucky Derby. I remember as a child, they took us to the grounds like for a field trip. And when you see the horses in a race, they have these 2 cups on the side of their eyes. They got these cups on the side of their eyes. You know why? Because in order for that horse to potentially win the race, they can't be distracted. They can't look to the left and they can't look to the right because they'll get off the course. They'll get out of their lane if they look over here and they look over here. And can I tell you, if you look back, you can't walk forward. If I got up and started walking this way, but I'm looking this way, I'll probably run into a wall. You got to stay focused. You got to have tunnel vision. You got to put your blinders on. Because once you make a decision that you are going to execute at a whole nother level, that you're going to be brave, that you're going to evaluate yourself, you're going to identify those belief blockers, you're going to learn how to love on you, you're going to find resources to help you reset your mind, to retrain your thinking, because now you're being intentional, you're setting your goals, you're holding yourself accountable, you're really taking action now. You're not just saying it, you're not just writing it down, but you're actually moving. And you decide to focus, that can change your whole life. That can change your whole life. I know sometimes we want to do this and want to do that. You don't want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. For my ladies and gentlemen on here, if you're a serial entrepreneur, maybe you have other businesses. Do you understand that everybody needs help? I don't care if you repair credit. I don't care if you do hair, you sell clothes, you do massages, pedicures, graphic design. I don't care what you do. Every single client or customer that you could ever have in any business that you do, if you go to their home, they have some type of products that they consume daily for their health goals. Why aren't they taking yours? So even if you have multiple businesses, don't feel like I can't do TLC and this. I don't know how to marry the two. Everybody needs health and everybody likes free. If you have a business and you have clients, every client, every customer should have some samples. I just want to thank you for utilizing my services. I want to thank you for ordering my t-shirt. Here's some things that I take every day for my health. I want to share them with you because they changed my life. It's time to focus, y'all. Black Friday is next month. Next month. Cyber Monday. Those are the two of the biggest shopping days of the year. We got to get in position. We got to get our belief together now. We got to get that execution, that focus together now. There's so much money that can be made. There's so many lives that can be impacted. There's so many people that can now start their journey with us. When I started working at Macy's, y'all, I needed extra money and I got a seasonal job for the holidays. So I had to leave one job and go to another job. What if I had this opportunity where I could work from anywhere? I didn't have to focus on, okay, I got to leave here by this time to make sure that I get to this place by this time and then be dead tired at the end of the night. This is the time people are looking for extra income. This is the time people are looking for that money for the holidays. There's a lot, when we start looking at our business and our debt and bills, and we're like, okay, I want to start the new year this way financially, we're looking for extra money. I love it. Marina says she's getting her website ready. Her goal is $1,000 totally with both. Exactly. So I have a challenge for you guys. Next month is Black Friday. I want you to decide, okay, I know I want to get 15, 20, 30 more people on the product. Because I know when Black Friday comes and Cyber Monday comes, we're going to have all these deals. And I want to get some new people on my product. So I'm going to sample 5 people a day. So I want to ask you, what are your goals? What do you want this week? What do you want to happen this week? Today's the second day of our week in our business. There's still time to do something amazing. We got the 15-day challenge I mentioned earlier on the 21st. You should be promoting those 15-day kits. You should be leveraging the winners from the previous challenge. Those pictures are amazing. We'll drop them in the chat again to make sure that you guys have them. Those are pictures you can now share and use. So how many people are you going to get into the challenge? How many people are you going to get into the challenge? Green said she's getting 20 people to do the challenge with her. And if you know that you're going to do this next challenge, drop your before picture in the chat. Let's hold each other accountable. We don't want to wait till January 1st to work on our goals. We want to start January 1st already in position. Do you know every time you sell a 15-day kit, you make $30? $30 every time someone buys a 15-day kit. And if they buy the 15-day kit for two, that's $60. Look, Coach Natalie says she might be the winner, okay? Imagine being able to win $1,000 to do something you wanted to do anyway. That's going to help build your confidence. That's going to give you some results that you can leverage so that you can help other people. Miranda says she's down 28 pounds. And see, when you do a challenge, it's fun because now you have accountability partners. Now you're not in this thing by yourself. Now you have people that you can celebrate with, that you can champion with. So I want y'all to know this is a great opportunity for you to make some money this week. The challenge starts in a few days. Yesterday, Blue Magic was on sale, 25% off. That was a Fun Friday deal. That was a huge deal. Y'all know I got some. Y'all know I wasn't playing. Let's get some people on these products. If you have inventory at home, put together a kit for somebody. Maybe they want the NutriBurst, the NRG, and the original tea. See, when you have inventory, you're able to now make a custom kit for your client that may want something more specific. You can get retailers kits to buy for wholesale and sell for retail. You can get that 15-day challenge kit for $350. That's giving you 5 kits at $70 a piece that you can turn around and still sell for $100, $125 to your customers. Now they're able to get on the challenge right away. So there's so many things that can happen this week for you in your business. You want to get as many people, new people on our products so that you have a whole new set of people when all the deals drop in a few weeks to get them locked in. And so the last thing, and then I'll do a little Q&A, who's coming to Detroit, y'all? The Evolve event is this week. Friday and Saturday. I'm so excited. I love seeing my TLC family. I know it's Detroit. It's probably going to be a little cold, but I'm excited. So if you're going to Detroit, if you're going to be in the room, let us know. Make sure you let us know. If you're going, drop it in the Telegram chat. Let us know who's going to be there because we want to see you. We're having an opportunity meeting that Friday night at 7 p.m. This is for your network. So even if you're not able to be there, promote it, invite. You don't know who could be following you that's in that city. Let us do the heavy lifting for you to share the products and the business opportunity with your network. I have team members that are in Michigan. I'm telling them, listen, you need to leverage this like it's your launch. You live there, so you know people. Get them in that room. Let us do the work for you. And so if you know you're going to be in Detroit with us, I want you to, again, put it in the Telegram chat so we know, so we can make sure that we are connected while we're there. Shout out to Coach Green. She's going to be speaking. Shout out to Coach Natalie. She's going to be speaking. It's going to be an amazing 2 days, and you don't want to miss it. And we just launched virtual tickets. So if you're not able to be in the room, there's virtual tickets available for $25. You'll go to totallifechanges.com. I want to say it's /evolve. You could drop that link in the chat for me, Anthony. Get your virtual ticket. One thing I love about events is I always hear something. I might hear a new testimony or a new technique, something maybe I didn't think about doing that worked for somebody else. And so even if you can't physically be there, definitely make sure that you are locked in on virtual so you can get those nuggets, so you can get those gems. We have some tour dates coming up. We're going to different places around the world to help you build your business. And so I want to know, before I go into Q&A, who is going to execute starting today? What are you going to do today to put some money in that back office? What are you going to do today so that when you check your back office tomorrow, the numbers look different? Who has something planned today? You have a pop-up planned? Are you going to an event? Are you going to share some products? You're going to meet some new people? What are you going to do today? And if you don't already have a plan, it's 10:38 in the morning. You still have time to make a plan today. I remember someone told me, you know, I've been in this, I live in a new place and I don't really know a lot of people. I said, Queen, you got to get on Eventbrite. You got to Google what's going on and you need to get out in the streets and meet new people, make some new connections. A lot of my customers lately have been people that I've met, I've had conversations with, and as I hear what they talk about just in their life, I'm inserting products. Okay, she's talking about how she's in school and she's doing this and she's so tired. Okay, let me sample you some products. You know what? I got something for you. I listen, girl, I understand. I have some. Let me give you some blue magic. Try this. Green says she's sampling 10 people, calling 20 customers that haven't ordered yet. Exactly. So I want you to make your plan for today of what you're going to do today to execute. Because the way that you build your true belief is by taking action in all of those areas. So before we go, does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Take me another swig of my blue magic. If anyone has any questions, you can either raise your Zoom hand or you can drop it in the chat. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Well, if y'all don't have any questions, that means we're going to have a phenomenal day. We're going to have a phenomenal week.
LaQuail, I do. It's not about that. It's just about the event that you're doing in Chicago. Is there an address? What's the address?
Once people once you register, everything will be sent out. All the addresses are not going to be dropped immediately. So just stay on the lookout. If you've registered, make sure you're checking your email and everything will be sent out.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have any questions? Anybody else have any questions? And so we're going to different cities. But if you make sure that you register, don't just see the banner and say, I'm going to go. You have to register through the link so that you can get all the information. And even when you're letting people know about it, share that link with them or register them yourselves. That helps us get a head count. That helps us secure the proper venue. So make sure that you're registering at tlcfreedomlive.com. So if you see your city on that list and you plan on going, don't wait until the last minute to register. Go ahead and register now. It's tlcfreedomlive.com. This is big, y'all. We haven't done a tour in a while. And I'm telling you, when we made the most money, when we had the most impact, is when we were on tour, when we were going from city to city. This is an amazing way for you to put your people in front of the success that's already happened while you're working on yours. While you're working toward your success, you have these opportunities to put your people in front of the information to experience the products. Maybe you haven't had a lot of inventory. Maybe you didn't sample some of your friends and family, but you can bring them to this event and they'll be able to experience the products. So we have to make sure that we are, whether you live in those cities or not, promote. You don't know who's following you, who's connected to you that may be in that area or close and can get there. So don't think, oh, well, they're not coming to my city, so I'm not going to, I'm not going to share it. That's not good. You want to promote it just like you're going, just like you're going to be there, just like you have people there, because you never know, you might. So definitely make sure that you get registered, because again, that helps us understand where we really need to go, securing the venue and all of those things. We base it on the registrations. So don't just see it and say, oh, I'm going to go. Make sure you go on the link and register. You're welcome. So again, it's tlcfreedomlive.com. And then make sure everything will also be in the chat in Telegram. So if you're not in the Telegram chat, we're going to drop that link as well. Make sure you join the Telegram chat. That's where we put all of the information. We celebrate each other. We drop our wins there, but we also share pertinent information, dates, trainings, things like this. So make sure that if you're not in the Telegram chat, that you join the Telegram chat, and we'll have the link dropped in the chat on the Zoom in just a moment. So it doesn't look like anybody else has any questions. So listen, y'all, I'm excited. Today's Saturday. You have today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You still have 6 days to make something amazing happen in your business. And if you've been in the business for any amount of time and you know that you have people that have joined you and maybe they're not active right now, check on them. Give them a call. You don't know what they could be going through, that they maybe just want to hear from you and they may be ready to get back started. If you know that you're excited and you know that you're about to do all of those things, you're about to execute, you're about to focus and be intentional and lock in on your business for these next 70 plus days, guess what? Let them know that. Hey, just wanted to touch base with you. You know, I know you had took a break or stepped away, but I'm getting serious. You know, Black Friday is coming up. The leaders are on tour, and I want to be in position. And so I'm just reaching out to you. If you want to do this, let's do this together. Let's be accountability partners. I don't want to do this without you. You don't know what that could do for that person on the other end of the line that maybe needs this for their family for the holidays. Coach, can we register for the new TLC thing? I'm not sure what you're asking about the new TLC thing. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can you unmute yourself and tell me because I'm not sure what you mean by the new TLC thing. And if not, Miranda, just maybe drop it in the Telegram chat, your question of what you're talking about. Keep the constant question. That's for SmartShip. When you register for SmartShip. Mm-hmm. So there is a price increase. And so there's a program where when you register for SmartShip, your products stay at the same price. And so we already talk about the importance of SmartShip because that's what keeps you in position to make money. That's what keeps you in position to be consistent on your products. And so now the company is giving you an even more incentive for you to stay on SmartShip monthly and not raising the price of your products when you're on SmartShip. And so, you never know when someone's going to click your link and make a purchase or join your team. So you always want to stay in position. So this is just one more reason why it's definitely important for you to stay locked in on your SmartShip and to stay consistent. All right, great. And the new site and incentive launches Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you're checking your email from the company because, any changes that we make, they always make sure they share it with us via email. Make sure you're on the Power Hour on Wednesdays because it's also discussed on Wednesdays, what's going on company-wide. I think that's an amazing, amazing thing that our COO every week keeps the company abreast of what's going on. And we have direct access. So you want to make sure that when you get those emails that you tap into those calls. You tap into the YouLearned recordings and things like that so that you know exactly what's going on within your business. All right, guys. Well, I think we are bringing this call to a close. I want to say thank you for your time. I hope that this has helped you. I hope that you will take this power of belief and apply it to yourself. And if you love this training, I want you to go on the Telegram and drop what your biggest takeaway was, what you needed to hear for you. And it's time for us to execute, guys. So I love you guys. I'm excited. I know that this fourth quarter is going to be the best quarter for each of us in our business. I pray that we all see increase. We see prosperity. We see provision. We see elevation. We see impact. And we do everything that we set out to do when we said yes to Total Life Changes. All right. So I love you guys. Have an amazing day.